Ilsen og iltida alzi kebak ishchion to ebikado ebitaya haul to hin iltida hal inila to hat dandi das lin hayo hada ilti era hat ibak ishchin yenant an jon dikibikado jadik obana iltehi alze.
And so as a public objective is to provide accurate and timely information to our community and surrounding communities. And so with that, I'm going to turn it over to Larry so he can provide the update regarding the Hilltop Fire. Larry?
Thanks a lot. The fire started on June 25th. It was caused by lightning. It currently is 28,077 acres. We have 5% containment on the fire. We have 874 firefighters presently assigned to the incident. That includes both the San Carlos side and the Canyon Day side. The fire is actually located 30 miles northwest of San Carlos and 15 miles southwest of Canyon Day, and it is burning in timber, grass, and logging slash. Yesterday, the fire was pretty quiet. It had limited smoke. The gain in acreage was about 2,420 acres. The clouds increased the humidity, which helped calm fire activity. The fire remains on the San Carlos Apache Reservation, and we're doing pretty well, at least through yesterday.
D. Larry Helmerich Golze, Denver, Colorado, Yetnohanyai, PIO, Ninli o Ita HOD. Don tayo benasik yan nanya nazyay at da la panaistina ila ita ku HOD benasiki da bilsel darog ishin yaha da naitiki bits ado tik adi ita HOD landini di June 25, 2017 na guriyani la anada kui hayo gong in 28,077 acres. Ana haye nank manistes in Jean do hat na nadigate da containment or da bidochi 5% dik o da yoji ana da niltesi 874 hayo sa atela JAYE'S jidel sa 8 sa kaisa anjidel da waslene ja o dik o da yostak ya iti hayo shet gorik leyo JAYE'S bini jidel aku nagala ana Canyon Day yet Yao how asa yushan koi igas danal singliu a 15 miles southwest of Canyon Day Dila Eleu iri ahbiyaji na iri pla bits ayat guriyaila ana hat iri ligleu chi le 8 o le chi hat ni sozi 8 ahoti hi 8 guri ligla ana di dana Hilltop Fire kon idik o da yoji dana leyo sikido rek ejo klauna kohrani the yaha ja diz la 2,420 acres haja gon lik dana leyo ana yakosi yata bichos di la koi kelting out turi yaha na de kachi yata koi do ha na wada na ina da la dini koi dat JAYE'S jidel bini it aku gurik asla ya iti dana bagesh chini no hilchida aray ila update datliti.
We're continuing to make progress on controlling the fire. Much of the strategy depends on building what we call a box of control lines around the fire. We don't want to get out of that box, and we do this where it's safe to do so. We use control lines, either direct or indirect, around the edge of the fire. A lot of the terrain in the fire area is steep, broken terrain, which has poor access for firefighters on the ground. We often have to build indirect lines away from the fire's edge, and we construct these indirect lines where we have a better chance of safely stopping fire spread. On the Hilltop Fires, firefighters are developing a plan to complete the box of direct and indirect control lines.
Di ko dainil sesi di kaju yik ina da izikla ko idok at da tisin chahi lera ibiwa dini di ko da bidayo na ristukla yik ina da iziki hayu di kon dainil sesi do haba da isi da you akuja bil atla a control line de di a hat ik ishi daini ziko goril kon araw leo handi hayu la big ada isi le you do banlt era da ko ham bidiri dihla Gol zay ein dilto I dararis I tillen ayu da tse jayu da ha ta han nakko le you da wada bi didi dihli you kat a dainil a bits you nakaila hayun das control lines delti aku hayuda ba gonst eu aku da bil ka ek ishi daini zi kuril kon arawle Keroi kon ida hai da kundan ko eji in yale yuda eye big and now ta do leslie bi wala eye di Hilltop Fire di kon daini sesik atu e kon ida bi dayu yik enera izikla da bi tasya e kon ido ka datis charge a ilera wadik obanelte.
Yesterday, bulldozers were used to complete a fire line from the 1197 road northeast along the ridge and about 1/2 mile east of the northeast edge of the fire. The 1100 road has been prepped as a control line on the east side of the fire. Progress along the 1343 road and the west edge of the fire has allowed some firefighters and equipment to be shifted to other areas that require additional work today. And today, firefighters hope to finish the fire lines down to the Salt and Black Rivers. On the north side of the Salt River, fire lines are being prepared in case the Hilltop Fire crosses the river, but it has not crossed to date.
Titana na dagi aku bes na dai keni la 1197 road hatago tillen I bi kayu ye ida ko kon bi dabidayo di kishin dani ziko ye 1100 road a intin nindi sto yik ena da zik ni la da go dis kon ho ara leo ye 1343 bi intin ni ada indi sto kon I o night ahbiyaji aku yik ena da zik ni la kon dani sesi Ekel eltel yik ena da zik ing sayo bedel hayut at ibik ena zik out ini ndila ana diji leyu Salt and Black River etun li ibishkayu na itzik dolesla ye Salt River hatago aku na kosebiyaji aku sto fire lines Gotelo araw let shti hat ik ishi daini ziki aku big ena itzik dolesla Danko da hauta di ko naji nanya dolesli bi wahdik o na itzikila.
Work on the Hilltop Fire includes using controlled ignitions to burn vegetation between the current fire edge and the fire lines. Fire personnel carefully monitor the fuels, weather, and terrain, and only ignite when conditions are favorable. Where slopes are moderate and personnel have good access, crews can apply fire on the ground. Many areas of this fire are rugged and remote, and therefore unsafe to ignite by hand. Instead, we use aerial ignition with helicopters that drop what we call ping pong balls that ignite flammable chemical when they reach the ground. By controlling the speed and direction of the ignitions, firefighters aim for a low-intensity fire. Using these techniques, firefighters plan to gradually contain the fire within that planning box that we're building around the fire. Over the next few days, an increase in acreage will likely result from these burnout operations.
Ti kon daini sesi kachu tapi tano dairi sikla kon ida dat aji biche on ye hayu Gotelo araws lahi da bishkayu ekero kena nkambe kon ido hat di nahda la ba eji inyao ko yana ralchi o yek enere iziki la ye tanyu how out indi sto dainish ye tsilhaun da hayu big ere si leyu indi sto yarao ya le hat indas Juna wada di liki dainish on dani onaka kon dainish sesi ye ida pi hat tana da rislik leyu di ani no da ashlai ni how at a le tanyu ya jogostok ne dawi kelti don le dawi da kosne ya e hat e de leki a how ta bich o di le yu ko yu jabana ilte ana tanyu jogoska ya e gonchi le yu do ha akara ile era kon ida na wada bich na de be ya e di belnera I dihi dilto it ara dila hat I say di boli nani teho arel I di boli da tapinik ni un nante o tapinik daril klak ya ni tane o yiri sekodik o bana istela sto ya how na ina say hayu gali dilto kon dainil tesi bich o dila tane o dillim be kauda bida bidayo na dainil ina yenas tana bishkahyon di hat tana dukori likbe bilto hat ayik enere iziki to lesli bi wahti kon dilto bana istela ti kon kero ani no helda ni aula kon go ti da bidayo na ristoko dik enere iziklalto hat ishi daini ziki box I let get down do ya hati la bidayo na ristoko abu ya nere iziko kel kon hat el bitis ncha hilera we ab1 dini di tana da di leki bit di kon ni da koi hayo sha outlaw gon ka da no sinle yo bit da di dan chaga da yo giro la acres da di da koi ha asahyo gon ka da di chahile di tana da di lekin be di bana tizakes le yo da di leki kon hi gali da anje bit on godi atana o godi aslo yik enada izikla kon ida kon en yali yuf kena gon kambe hat na wada na nari yet da la kon ida pinik teg de kauda nitsesla dik obana tuke so bana iltehila.
Firefighting resources continue to patrol and monitor areas on both the White Mountain Apache and San Carlos Apache reservations. Firefighters on the White Mountain Apache side are helping to prepare structure protection plans that could be used if the Hilltop Fire or any future fire threatens the area. The weather forecast calls for a gradual increase in the chance of rain through the weekend and into next week. Lightning continues to be a concern, bringing the possibility of new fire starts.
Di kon dainil sesid kon yarao yatla ye yanadanta yishkahyo na kai dainil o tsekai sa ande binni jidel sa edilje binni jidel das jidei yikena da izikla ye kon dainil sesi di tsekai sa ande binni jidel di no wiki nadan ayu Canyon Day Cedar Creek do got kon ida eji do got eji igahra do le libiwa bitas ne itiki out ela no wiki now ta do le libiwa danko di Hilltop Fire da ida haltat hayo gori leki bauri yale you eta no wiki o di do le libiwa das kona big enne itikla ana dik ado Kelti do les yanara chila ye account ya iritlai big daisi da indi yana tirikes iritlai bits se kon da is chi kauniga awa yarao yan out sto.
There are currently no pre-evacuation notices in place for the Canyon Day and Cedar Creek communities. Residents should remain prepared and stay informed regarding the status of the Hilltop Fire. If fire becomes well established on the north side of the Salt River, pre-evacuation notices will be restored. A closure order remains in place for those lands located within the boundaries of the Hilltop Fire area. Please see the closure notice on INCIWeb for details. And I have a couple numbers and information where people can go direct. You can call our public information number at 928-358-5655. 5757 from